Jamie Tuttle is in from Oneida Solid Waste, Oneida County. What is the official? Oneida-Herkimer Solid Waste. And recycling. So what we wanted you to do, and I don't know if you're willing to do this, but if you were to throw out an item or two, sure, we would tell you whether it should go in the garbage or it should be recycled.
Okay, we'll go down the 4 categories: paper, plastic, metal, and glass.
All right.
I'll give you an item from
Can
each.
I start by saying, was it all Joe Griffel's fault over at the New Hartford Shopping Center the other day? Is it
Oh,
Joe's fault?
No. That was a great event.
How about the turnout, huh?
That was an awesome turnout.
Yeah.
5 tractor trailer loads. That's
Wow.
wonderful. If anybody did miss their event, we take electronics at no charge at our Utica and Rome facility 6 days a week, year round.
And I do have to say, somebody coming from media, if we had an event where that many people turned up, and it was unexpected, I'd be all about it. That's really
it was definitely a successful event.
All right, so go ahead, hit us. I think we're going to be really good at this. Actually, I won't be, but I know Manaski's big on this.
All right, so we'll go with the paper category first. How about a TV dinner? The cardboard box comes out of the freezer.
You cannot put it in your...
the cardboard, the packaging, yes, but not the plate.
I'm going to say no because it has plastic on it.
Okay.
Right, that's the coating on the box.
The box, yeah, okay. It's a no.
This
is one that a lot of people don't know.
Jeff is devastated
with all those
shocked already.
With all those, all those TV dinners you're eating. You're breaking the law.
I actually don't eat TV dinners, but for years I thought I was doing the environment a favor. I think I was just creating more work for you guys.
The reason I chose that one is because it's one that a lot of people don't realize. Mm-hmm. If you have cardboard that's stored in the refrigerator, the freezer, that's made to be stored in the refrigerator or the freezer, they put a wet strength chemical in the cardboard to keep it from falling apart when it gets damp.
Okay.
So that, in turn, prevents
ice cream. That would mean ice cream containers.
Ice cream, TV dinner, a frozen pizza box, popsicles, waffles.
How about my daughter's big on this now, and we're ordering it through Amazon. It's the box of water.
The box of water.
Have you seen that?
I haven't.
It as opposed to getting the plastic bottles of water.
Yep.
She's buying, it's called Just Water, and it's in a cardboard container.
And cardboard. Just water and cardboard.
And cardboard, yeah. But
is it like a carton? Like a milk carton?
Because
that's one, if it's a milk carton or a chicken broth carton, those are recyclable.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Okay,
yep.
so that's...
can go in.
I would think that would be... Do you know anything about this, Kara? Have you seen these waters at all? Yeah, you know, right? Are they recyclable?
You have to Google
Oh, they are, yeah. Oh, it's because they say... That water being stored, I worry too. So you have the water stored. For how long has it been in those bottles, those plastic bottles? Has it been sitting in sunshine? Has it been, I worry about that. Anyway, that's what my daughter's into right now.
Yes. I would have to, I'll have to Google it and let you know for sure. But if it's like a carton, then yes.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
And because cartons are actually different than the cardboard boxes, like a frozen TV dinner box.
Okay.
They have a plastic coating.
Okay. All right, next up. Here we go.
Okay, so our plastics. How about milk jug? Let's just give you an easy one.
A milk jug is recyclable.
Of course, yeah.
No.
All right, so then what if I have a plastic spoon?
That's a no.
Plastic spoons, I would throw out.
That's correct.
Okay.
That would be a no. What if I have a plastic spoon with the recycling triangle on it?
Well,
and it
then
says,
that would be...
please recycle me, right on it.
That one you would throw out.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
you'd put
recycle.
That,
that's an easy one, right?
No.
No.
It says, please recycle me.
I know, but with your plastics, this is seriously the most confusing, I think, among residents, is plastics, because we have plastic all around us. We have plastic packaging, plastic chairs we sit in, things we eat out of. The only plastic that should go in the recycling is if it's a bottle, cup, or container. Regardless of the recycling triangle, regardless of whether it says recycle me, don't recycle, it does not matter. If it's a bottle, cup, or container, it should go in the bin, excluding foam,
I was going to say
prescription medicine bottles, and motor oil bottles. But other than that, even if you have, even some of the
you can't get rid of the prescription med
plates,
bottles. They can't go in the recyclables.
No, they can't, and that's really a best practice from the EPA and the DEC, privacy and the risk of leftover medication.
It's interesting you brought that up because when I had my knee, I was on some pill. So, but I check everything because I love to recycle. I don't know, it's like a thing of mine. So, but the prescription bottle has the triangle on it. but you're not supposed to throw it in the recycle bin.
There is an issue over sometimes medicine's left inside and all of these things. So
and the thing that's confusing about that triangle is that triangle with the number code, that's just telling you what kind of plastic it is. Yeah. It's not really actually telling you if that item is recyclable or not. But we used to use that to determine whether it was recyclable or not. But now we don't even want you to pay attention to the triangle. Or
I don't use the triangle at all. I use my wife.
There you go.
Yep, you can do that. So,
if you don't have a wife, you can use our app, amirecyclable.com.
Didn't know you had that. And actually, that would be far less costly to have the app.
This is true. It's a free download, right?
So I do want to say, I was getting rid of some stuff just yesterday, and I put stuff in recycling, and there was a wooden frame that I put in the bin and an old metal blade, like a saw blade that I put in, and my son said, "Oh, that's not recyclable." And I'm like, "It's wood. It's recyclable." And the answer to that is probably no, right?
No, it's not. No, wood should not go in your curbside recycling bin.
So people who have been throwing the TV dinner box out and have been throwing the wooden frame out, does that then fall on the people that work at solid waste to remove it or separate it?
So if they put it in their recycling bin, anytime you put non-recyclables in the recycling bin, they come to the recycling center. And, we have a single-stream recycling system, so we use automated and people to help sort through the material. But what happens is the material first goes through a pre-sort, where we have employees who are trying to, usually in the pre-sort, it's looking for big bulky items like that saw blade or that wooden frame that shouldn't be in there, that would clog or jam up our system. So they're pulling those things out. And then throughout, after the sorting equipment, there's employees on the line throughout the system who are like a quality control and still looking for those, frozen TV dinner boxes or plastic bags. Right. Plastic bags is a big one.
Here's while you bring that up, I have Marcy from Utica on the line right now. Marcy, if you have a question, what is it?
Yeah, I was just saying about plastic bags like you get from Walmart and Target. Mm-hmm. So styrofoam that you get things packed in, and like Dunkin' Donut cups, they all have those little symbols on it. Are they recyclable?
They are not recyclable. That symbol is just telling you what type of plastic the item is. But foam should always go in the trash in Oneida and Herkimer counties, and we encourage you not to even use it. Avoid it when you can. But also the plastic bags, although you cannot put those in the recycling bin, you can take them back to any grocery store in New York State. If you go to our website and search plastic bags, we actually have a list you can click on to stores that we've confirmed have the setup for plastic film.
Cool. I have two things on that. First off, is it
true?
All
right, Marcy, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you.
The Oneida-Herkimer Solid Waste Authority is going to be going door to door to check recycling bins.
That's right.
We are going to start that summer 2017.
Let me see your bin.
I want to see it. Yeah. No, on the bags, this drives me crazy. The little things drive me crazy. You get like a whole cupboard loaded with just plastic bags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I actually go through and you can take them to pretty much any grocery store, and there's like a box.
Yep.
If you're not looking for it, you probably won't see it, but it's there, and they'll take that. I wanted to ask as well. In my neighborhood, I feel like my recycling man literally goes through my bin because sometimes he'll leave stuff behind. I had like a plastic, like a paper towel rack, and I got a new one, so I threw the old one out. And like the next morning, my bin was emptied, and the plastic rack was next to the bin. They'll go through and kind of.
Yeah,
they'll
that's
throw it
awesome.
right on your lawn.
If you we look to the haulers to help us enforce all of these rules, especially when we switched to single stream, which was when we went to mix them together, no plastic bags. If you set out bagged material, the haulers really helped us in enforcing that by leaving it or putting a sticker saying, "Oops, no bags." Set it out next week loosely. We'll come get it. So that anytime haulers do that, it's very helpful to us.
Paul Buckley says, remember, for these waste materials, stick it in the can. He just keeps running with that. Can't understand why you're not going with that campaign. Just can't understand it.
Can I have one last one?
Yes.
All right, here's what drives me. This keeps me up at night. I have like plastic shovels. I have two of them that broke this, right? Mm-hmm. Those are not recyclable.
Garbage.
They are not recyclable.
They're just going to sit in a landfill until the return of Christ, maybe. I don't know when. They're just going to sit there forever.
Or you could create a shovel garden. I saw that on Martha Stewart. Broken shovel
garden?
Yeah. Yellow and blue. They're beautiful.
But keep in mind too, we do have a lot of drop-off programs at our Utica and Rome facilities. One is for bulky plastics, bulky rigid plastics. So it's things like coolers, plastic lawn furniture. The kids like the big plastics. They're little really for an adult, but big for a kid. The plastic slides and toys. Hey, those bulky plastics, you can bring down to our Utica or Rome facility and recycle them that way. We take scrap metal, so bulky metals that can't go in your curbside bin, clothing, paint chemicals, electronics. There's a whole list of things that we take, but they just can't be put in your curbside bin. So, and we have,
you would take it, because Jim in Utica. Jim, your question is about clothing, right?
Yes, clothing and old sneakers or shoes.
I would normally put that stuff in the garbage, but you're saying you could bring it to your office.
Yep. We have drop-off sheds at our Leland Ave facility in Utica and Perimeter Road in Rome, and you can bring clothing, even if it's ripped. If it has an odor or is wet or something like that, we don't want it. But even if it's ripped or stained, we'll take clothing, sneakers, shoes, belts, purses, linens, curtains, whole list of things.
All right, Jim,
visit our website.
Thank you.
You have a good website.
Well,
the website again is...
What's that?
What is your website again?
You can visit amirecyclable.com to search hundreds of items, or you can go to ohswa.org.
All right. Well, clearly, I have to get better at this, and because you do have the list of things, we probably should... I know that every once in a while you can print something out and you can put it up on your wall, which is probably a good idea. Paper bags, right? If you go to Aldi's, which, by the way, Aldi's was just named the best value grocery store, chain grocery store in America.
Love Aldi's.
I go there all the time.
And so they really send the message like, you
have
want
to
bag,
buy a plastic bag.
You're going to buy it.
Yep.
But I always buy the paper bags.
Yep.
And we do the Hannaford to-go thing. So you drive up in the Hannaford, they bring out the groceries right to your car, which is really cool.
Yep.
They use paper bags, too.
Oh, do they? I haven't used that.
Yep. Cool. And there's a $5 coupon with that, by the way. A $10 coupon, and there's a $5 charge, so you get $5. You end up getting $5 off, or something to that effect. Anyway, so I'll put recyclables in a paper bag and throw that in the bin. That's okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep,
otherwise, you don't want the recyclables in a bag.
No,
like
not in a bag. With the paper bag,
like
I mean, by the time they dump it in the truck, they'll fall out of that.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, no bag material.
Right, is that it? I mean, this is interesting business. Like it or not,
Sometimes
is a
I
big
feel
deal.
like it sounds confusing, but if you can remember paper and cardboard, there are a few exclusions, but your paper and cardboard group, when it comes to your containers, plastic, metal, glass, it's just that. It has to be a container. So if it's a picture frame or a mirror or, wood, then it's not a recyclable item.
Somebody could have reused this, one of the garbage guys or something. I mean, I would have liked it.
And reuse is even better. Habitat for Humanity's Restore.
Good point. Yep. Could you please confirm for my wife? I tried to tell her last night as she was taking the caps off all the plastic bottles. Don't take the caps off. Say it again.
Yes. All lids and labels and caps and lids should be left on.
There you go. For the first time ever.
Just have to be empty.
I was right.
I learned today about the food containers, the one we started with, and the clothing thing. I never knew the clothing
Strawberry,
thing. Learned something new.
The containers that come with strawberries come in them, those little...
plastic ones.
Those are good?
Yep,
recyclable.
Those are good.
Good. All right, good stuff, Jamie Tuttle. Again, the website is...
amirecyclable.com.
Okay. Good stuff.
OHSWA, Oneida-Herkimer Solid Waste Authority.
And feel free to download the app. The app is free.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I want to go directly to Andrew with news. I know I'm getting behind because we went long. Just because you wouldn't think a recycling segment would be interesting, but it's like consumed. It's a big part of everybody's life right now.
It really is.
Which is a good thing.